to this technology. These are all things that are going to become real world problems.
Could you tell us what you're doing in terms of merging the brain-machine interface with extraction of speech signals from people who are locked in, like Pancho, with facial expressions?
Sure, yeah. I'm here with you in person. We could have done this virtually, probably. It's pretty easy to do that. We could have recorded this really separate, but there is something about being able to actually see your expressions and to understand other forms of communication. So another really important one is nonverbal, the expressions that you're making. For example, if you have a quizzical look on your face, if I'm saying something not clear, that's a sign to me that I need to rephrase it or to say it in a different way or to slow down. Facial expressions actually are a really important part of the way we speak. And there's two things. It's not just the expressions of like how you're feeling and perceiving what I'm saying, but it's also seeing my mouth move. In your eyes, actually seeing my mouth move and my jaw move in a particular way that actually allows you to hear those sounds better. So having both the visual information, but also the sounds go into your brain is going to improve the intelligibility, also make it more natural. And the reason why we're also very interested in this idea of not just having text on a screen, but essentially a fully computer animated face, like an avatar of the person's speech movements and their facial expressions, is going to be a more complete form of expression. Now, you can imagine right now, that might just be someone looking at a computer screen interpreting these signals. But I think the way things are going in the next couple of years, a lot more of our social interactions, more than even now, are going to move into this digital virtual space. Of course, most people are thinking about what that means for most consumers, but it also has really important implications for people who are disabled, right? And whether how are they going to participate in that? And so we were thinking really about, for people like Pancho and other people who are paralyzed, what other forms of BCI can we do in order to help improve their ability to communicate? So one is essentially building out more holistic avatars, things that can essentially decode, essentially their expressions or the movements associated with their mouth and jaw when they actually speak to improve that communication.
So do you envision a time not too long from now where instead of tweeting out something in text, my avatar I'll type it out, but my avatar will just say it. It'll be an image of my avatar saying whatever it is I happen to be tweeting at that moment.
That's what we're working on. That is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. And there's a lot of progress in that. And again, we're just trying to enrich the field of communication expression to make it more normal. And we actually think that having that kind of avatar is a way of getting feedback